All right, I just want to do a quick video where I talk about the lighting in a Game Boy Pocket. I did a live stream a couple days ago where I put this thing together, and it sort of showed where I was putting the lights and everything, but I want to go ahead and do a video dedicated just specifically to show where the lighting is. So yeah, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LEDs in a Game Boy Pocket. So yeah, let me go ahead and take this apart and show you what it looks like on the inside and where you can put the LEDs. All right, so you can see here I have it wired up. And I have, like I did on the Game Boy Color tutorial, I wired together all the resistors down to one wire. So you can see all the red ones coming up over here and over here. And then I wired them all together up around over to this red wire, which then connects to this this point on the board right there. That's where the positive side goes. So that's where all the positive side of all the LEDs will go, is to that one right there. And then the negative ones, I didn't wire those together because I don't know, I just don't usually do that. But those are going to this point here. So there's like 3 of them in a row here, and it's the one on the bottom. So it doesn't look super great, I guess, but there it is. That's the one that's the negative that I use there. So yeah, that's where you'll wire it up to. All right, so here you can see, just like the Game Boy Color, I have one right below the A button, and then right below the B button, with it cut out there, and then I super glued them in. With the Start Select button, it's pretty much the same way, except it's coming from the top instead of the bottom, because the bottom has the headphone jack and the DC jack to interfere with. So I go from the top on this one, which you could do on the Game Boy Color too, I guess. I've just got used to doing it from the bottom. But yeah, you just cut out the middle section of the Start and Select, and then lay that in there, and I super glued it in. And it actually super glues in the wires that are coming from these two as well, so just be aware of that. You may want to just do this one first, in fact, and then do these after. Just in case you need to like move the wires around, but I always start over here and go this way, so that's why I glued those down. And then we have the D-pad. So I was able to get 2 LEDs in here, just like on the Game Boy Color, and it's in the same spots on the Game Boy Color as well. One coming from this angle going up that way, and one coming from this angle going up that way. It's the same thing here, except I did have to trim the legs a little bit on this one, because I guess there's just slightly less room in a pocket, so I trimmed them a little bit and then soldered them up and bent it at whatever that angle is, like I was saying, maybe 30 degrees or 45, I'm not sure, but yeah, just put it in there, push it up against the side and the screw post, and glue it in. That'll work just fine. And I forgot to mention on the Game Boy Color one, you do have to cut the D-pad a little bit. Maybe you don't have to, but it's probably a good idea just in case, because that might interfere with it a bit. So yeah, just be aware of that. You may have to cut that a little bit. So yeah, I think that should be pretty much it for the lighting. One thing you may want to take a look at is if you can use the same D-pad membranes for a Pocket as you can for a Game Boy Color. So if you want to get white ones, the Game Boy Color ones will work for that, and then this is already white on a Game Boy Pocket, so you don't necessarily need to use that, because the Game Boy Color A and B membranes don't seem to fit on here. I tried that the other day, and the hole didn't line up perfectly. It almost did, but not quite. You may be able to mod it and make it work for yourself, but this is already white, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you really want it to glow or shine brighter, then you might want to get the Game Boy Color membranes, the white membranes. So, all right, I think that's it as far as the lighting goes in here. Oh yeah, and I have forgot to mention the battery LED. That's also very similar to the Game Boy Color. One thing I did have to do that was different though is with this IPS mod for this Game Boy Pocket, the 3D printed bracket that it has here, I did have to cut out a little chunk of that, so the legs of this LED could fit through. So there's this hole cut out here, and it sort of bridges over here, and you just cut that out, this little section here, so the legs can sit there. All right, so yeah, that should be it. I just want to show it all put back together again, get a little kind of a close-up with it, just so you can see what it looks like all put together here. You can see, let's focus. There's 2 LEDs in there, so that's really bright, and got those lit up as well. So yeah, I think that's all looking good. I did get a rechargeable battery installed while it was open. It took a little time to do that. Got that there. Might try and do that better on the next one. That port there, but whatever. That doesn't matter here. But yeah, there you go. That's the whole thing put together. The light's shining, and you can see how good that looks with the black and the RGB. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just leave a comment, let me know. Or if you have any maybe suggestions for future builds, I can take that into consideration, and we'll see where they go from there. But yeah, hope this helped.